All right. Trig lecture 915 and 916. Student will find the area of a triangle in which the height, h, is unknown. We're going to be using Heron's formula. Well, if we don't know the height, we can't use a equals 1/2 the base times the height, like we learned back in 6th, 7th, 8th grade. So we can use, among other things, we can use Heron's formula, which is what we're going to learn today. How to find the area of a triangle if all we know is the sides of the triangle. We don't know the height. Here's Heron's formula. Looks horrible and scary, but luckily we have a calculator, and if we can get our values entered correctly with our fingers, the calculator will do all the work for us. We have a triangle. In this case it's ABC. It doesn't have to be ABC. It can be any letters. But if it's ABC, then we find the value of S that we're going to put here, 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 and here by taking the perimeter of the triangle and dividing it by 2. So these values right here, S, 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 and S, are going to be the perimeter of the triangle. Add the sides and divide by 2. Plug that value in right here. Then the A, B, and the C will be the sides of the triangle. And again, it doesn't matter if it's A, B, C, P, Q, R, or whatever. It's just the sides of the triangle. We'll go here, here, and here. And if we can figure these and get them plugged into the formula correctly, we will know the area of that triangle. So that's what we're going to try to do. Here we go. Here's what it would look like. I will try not to make any mistakes. No promises. Use Heron's formula to find the area of each triangle to the nearest tenth. Okay, so I'm going to round my answer to the nearest tenth because I've been asked to do that. So the first thing I always want to do, I personally like to find my value of S, and I'm going to plug that in here, 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 and here. So S is the perimeter, these three sides, added up and divided by 2. So I'll find that first. S is 12 plus 6 plus 10.5. All of these added together, so I'm going to put it in parentheses and divide by 2. Got to divide the whole mess by 2, or you could put divided by 2 like that. Either way, I'm going to do this with my calculator, find a value for S, and I'm not going to round this to the nearest tenth. We're not going to round to the nearest tenth until we find the area. S will just leave it wherever, whatever happens is going to be our value of S here. Let me see if I can turn this on. Yay! I'm going to clear it. And here we go. 12 plus 6 plus 10.5. 12 plus, oops, clear that. 12 plus, I hit the wrong button, 6. I'm off to a good start. Plus 10.5, close parentheses, divided by 2 is equal to about, or exactly 14.25. So I found the value I'm going to put here, 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 and here by adding my sides together and dividing by 2. That's what I just did. And I'm going to do that. Let's see, the area of this triangle is, make a big long square root symbol. And I'm going to plug all the values that I know into this formula. I just found S. And I already know A, B, and C. It doesn't matter where I put the A, B, and C. There's just, they got to go here, here, and here. One of them has to go here, the other one here, the other one here. Which one goes where doesn't matter. So here we go. I'm going to say S. That's 14.25. I just found that. Times S minus A. So that's 14.25. Minus one of the sides. Doesn't matter which one. Times 14.25. S is 14.25. Minus a different side. I already put in 6, so now I'll put in 12. Times 14.25 goes here. Minus the third side, and I haven't put in 10.5 yet. I'll close my parentheses, and if I haven't made any mistakes, when I plug all this into my calculator, which is easy enough to do, got a TI-30XS here. When I plug it all in and hit enter, this will tell me the area of this triangle, and then I'll round it to the nearest tenth because that's what the instructions asked me to do. So now I'm going to try to get this into the calculator without messing up. And I'll be talking what I'm doing. I'm going to hit clear. I want to make a radical symbol, the square root symbol. So I'm going to hit second, and then above x squared, you see a little green square root symbol. That tells my calculator I'm going to take the square root of whatever I put in there. Now I'm going to try to enter this just the way I see it, with parentheses and everything. So here I go, 14.25, open parentheses, 14.25 minus 6, close parenthesis, open parentheses, 14.25 minus 12, close parentheses, open parentheses, 14.25 minus 10.5, close parentheses. I'm still under the radical here, so I'm just going to come out from under the radical by hitting this little button right here, and then hit enter. That gives me 31.49, which I'm going to round to 31.5 and hope I haven't made any mistakes. The area of this would be approximately, of this triangle, 31.5. And the unit of measure is meters, so I'm going to say the area is in square meters. Meters squared, or you could put SQM. I prefer meters squared. Just personal preference. And then I hope I haven't made any silly mistakes entering it into my calculator. I'm going to look among my answers. I've got the right one highlighted, so let's see if I got it. 31.5 square meters. So yay! We found S first by using this. Found it to be 14.25. Plug that in here, 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 and here. There they are, 14.25. And then we plugged in the sides of the triangle here, here, and here. 6, 12 went here, and 10.5 went there. We let our calculator do the walking. All right, let's try it again. Same type of problem. Here we go. First thing I want to do is find S. I'm given a triangle. I want to find the area. I'm going to use Heron's formula. There it is. And here we go. S is the perimeter, 6.4, plus 6, plus 7. I'm going to add all these together and then divide that by 2, and that will give me the value of S. Here we go. Scooch that down just a little bit. There we go. And let's see what our calculator says. I'm going to clear it first, get rid of all the stuff that's in there, and say 6.4 with the parentheses and everything, plus 6, plus 7, close the parentheses, and then say divided by 2 equals 9.7. This is 9.7. That's our value of S. That's what I'm going to put here, 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 here. For the A, B, and C, I'm going to use the sides of the triangle. Even though these are P, Q, and R, it doesn't matter what variables we use. We're just going to put the sides here. So we found half of the perimeter to be 9.7, and we know the sides of the triangle because we're looking at them. We're going to plug all this into Heron's formula and hopefully not mess up when we're putting our values into the calculator. So here we go. The area will be there we go. S is 9.7 times 9.7 minus the first side, 9.7 minus one of the sides. It doesn't have, there is no first side, but I'll say 6.4 times 9.7 minus a different side. I'll go with 7 times 9.7 S, which we just found was 9.7, minus the third side. Well, I've used 6.4 and 7, so I'll use 6 here. That gets all 3 of my sides in there. And again, I just got to try not to mess up when I'm entering this into the calculator. So here we go. I'll talk you through it as I go, and hopefully I won't mess it up. Let's see if I can avoid messing it up. I'm going to round it to the nearest tenth. Cleared my calculator, Hit second function, square root symbols above the x squared button. And now I'm going to just enter this and hopefully not mess up. Let me make sure I've got that all correct. 6.4, 7, and 6. Yay! So here we go. 9.7, open parentheses. 9.7 minus 6.4, close parentheses. Open parentheses. 9.7 minus 7, close parentheses. Open parentheses. 9.7 minus 6, close parentheses. My little cursor, my blinking cursor is still under the radical, so I'm going to hit this, come out from under the radical, hit that little right button, and then hit enter and hope for the best. That gives me area is approximately 17, it says 0.88. I'm going to round it to the nearest tenth because I was asked to, which would give me 0.9. And that will be square units, and our unit is yards, so there's yards squared. The area of that triangle, if these are the lengths of the sides and we don't know the height, the area of this triangle would be approximately 17.9 yards, if I haven't made a mistake. And we can make this as precise as we want. The decimals keep going until it leaves the screen, so level of precision was just determined by what they asked us to round it to, nearest tenth. So let's see if I got it right. 17.9 square yards, yay! So there we go. That is Heron's formula. Again, the first thing you want to do is find S, that's the perimeter, A plus B plus C, even though they're not called A, B, and C in this particular problem. The sides of the triangle divided by 2, that's S. Plug in S here, 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 and here. Plug in the sides of the triangle, here, here, and here, and try not to make a mistake when you're plugging it into the calculator. Round your answer to the nearest tenth because that's what you'll be asked to do. You can do this.